Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. With the pieces and parts all cleaned up, I'm going to put this thing back together again. Just going to use some white lithium grease. Pretty good stuff. Put some grease down into the bushing. It's on this shaft. Definitely pack the gear full. That pinion gear takes a tremendous amount of strain. I'm going to pack this little thing full here too, because once I close this up, I'm not going to be able to smear that grease around in there anymore. It's just going to be where it is. Now you don't want to put too much grease in. There is such a thing as making putting too much grease in something. And what'll happen is the grease will bind up everything. You end up with a hydraulic lock on stuff. And that's not good either. So you want to have everything greased up. But you don't want to make it so that it inhibits the motion. Okay, hand pressure brings it together. Looks like we're all good. Things spin like they're supposed to. This little thing here is a handy dandy place to put extra saw blades. Except this one's too long. And actually it looks like it was cut off from something else. I don't think it was an original part. Especially since it says Bosch. Of course, now I'm finding that Bosch makes almost everything. They must have bought out a whole lot of companies. Probably in the era when we were shipping everything overseas because it was too dirty. Now, I'll admit, getting dirty and having the environment all screwed up and, you know, crap in the water and sky's all black, and none of that's good stuff. But just because you ship it halfway around the world doesn't make you a smart person. You have still got the operation going. It's just in another place that it takes longer for the crap to get to you. The saw is back together again. Let's give it a try, see what it does. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Now I have an Allen wrench that fits down there in the little pocket for the Allen wrench to go in. This saw cuts about like every other jigsaw that I've got. Not very well. Well, I managed to cut through, and I purposely chose this piece of wood because it is a really hard one to cut. It was mostly not. Now I'm going to switch it over to auto scroll just to see whether I can make the thing cut curves any better than it cuts straight lines. that's pretty darn slick. It's got kind of a tapered hole to it, but it really did a nice job. Oops. Gotta lock the scroll. There. Quite the nice little saw. Works well. But we haven't tried orbiting yet. I want to see what orbiting does. Okay. Now, I need to have it turned up to maximum orbit. Maximum effort, as somebody says. Oh, I can see another problem. I have to flip the blade around. Now if I put the blade back into the back position, it acts like a zero clearance on the shoe. It's got this little notch in there. Oh, it cuts a lot faster at maximum orbit. Amazingly fast. And it's definitely orbiting because see how the table is vibrating. Put it down to zero orbit. Maximum orbit. Zero orbit. Much more aggressive. That cuts through that 2x4 like nothing. Big difference. This is my new best jigsaw. So a trip to the Restore got me this for all the $6. This is really nice. It needed some grease, needed some cleaning. Other than that, the rest of it was just because I wanted to. A lot of nice features. Tilting table, the orbit The auto scroll, cool little place to keep your saw blades. Variable speed. Pretty cool beans. Now this goes on the shelf, and next time I need a jigsaw, I got one. A nice one. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.